Hello everyone, you're welcome to Science Ghetto, and today in that episode we want to look at the torque tester. The torque tester is an instrument that is used to determine the applicable force that must be applied to your closure or cast to say in order to open or close it. Now, it also helps us to know the amount of force that helps in breaking the tear bridge of your closures. Over here is a typical torque tester. Now, when we want to look at the part of the torque tester, this is the on and off switch, which when pressed on switches the whole instrument on. Now this is the loading unit. This loading unit displays the result of your torque. When we come to the other part, this is the safety locking pin. Now what it does is that once it is in place, it prevents any further reading from taking place in case this unit has been shaken or the jaws has moved, the adjusting knob has moved. It prevents further reading so that you can be able to take your reading. Over here is the clamping assembly. This is called the jaw adjusting knob. This is called the movable jaws. And this is called the adjustable locking peg. So we want to look at how the torque tester works. So let's say that this is my typical sample. This is the water that has been locked with the clamps and the tear bridges in place. So now I'll put my sample in between my locking. I'll put my sample in between the pegs. Also, let us note that this adjustable lock, these adjustable pegs can be positioned in any of the positions that you want based on the size of your sample that you are dealing with. So you just put it in between here because this perfectly fits for my sample. And then I put this also here, which also fits purposely for my sample. Then I put my sample in between. Once I put my sample in between the pegs, I hold on to it firmly to ensure that it is not shaking or it is not moving. Then I take my safety locking pin out so that I can be able to read my result. Now I press on reset and tap, and then the reading goes to 0.0. To be able to take my torque, that is the removable torque, I stand at a particular position, that is 90 degrees to my torque tester. So I hold my torque tester, and then my arm goes in a 90 degrees direction. So when my arm goes in a 90 degrees direction, it is able to break the tear bridge, and then my cap is finally opened. So now I'm going to take the exact reading so that we look at how it works exactly. So I tap my sample, my torque tester to give me the reading 0.00. Then I take my sample and then I break the torque. So once I break it, my cap is now off. And this is my reading. It gives me 9.9 bar per inch. So this is my locking screw. If I put my locking screw here, any further adjustment to the adjusting knob fails to make any reading here. So I'm still able to keep my result. Now let's take a sample off and then take another example. Look at it. So we put a sample in between the locking pegs with adjusting knobs. We fix it firmly. After fixing it firmly, we take off our safety locking pin. We tie to 0, 0. Now we take the handles once again. So I break my sample and my cap is off, and it gives me my reading, which is 7.99. So you are welcome once again to Science Ghetto, and then today we looked at the talk text.